All right, everybody, welcome to day 76 of my 100 days of eating nothing but Keto Chow. Steve was watching a video that had a drinking fountain or something on it.
Waterfall, Bridal Veil Falls.
Waterfall. Oh, Bridal Veil Falls. That's down in Provo Canyon, right?
Yes.
Cool. I also closed the door so you couldn't hear the people who are shipping today's orders singing Greatest Showman soundtrack videos. Unless you listen really loud. Hey, Jen. Anyway, today's day 76. Yesterday was day 75, which means I am exactly, well, as of yesterday, not anymore, I'm 3/4 of the way done with my experiment. I'm also sick. I have a bit of a cold, which kind of sucks. After I finish this video and everything, I'm going to go home and work from there because I don't want to get anybody else sick except Miriam, which might already be sick.
She likes to get me sick.
I don't like to get her sick. She just sometimes does when I'm around her because she likes to like walk up and touch me.
We're married.
It's true. Anyway, so as of this morning, I'm down 38.2 pounds from when I started. I'm going to try to tack on to the end of this video. Yeah, I'll do it on the end. A comparison, a face comparison that shows screenshots from about every 10 days so far of my videos. That'll be interesting. But I've lost 4 inches from my waist. I cut 2 inches off my belt. I'm down a shirt size. I'm wearing extra larges now, but I might be able to wear larges coming up pretty soon. That'll be cool. Got a whole bunch of shirts that have just been sitting in my closet for a while that I haven't worn. But yeah, it's going really well, except for the cold. I am one of the cool kids, though. I do have to say that. What's her name? Amy Berger of To It Nutrition posted on Twitter. It's the great low carb Denver. I got home and I was sick thread, something to that effect. There are a lot of people who got sick after that conference. So it is nice to know I'm one of the cool kids. Holly and Steve aren't as cool as I am.
I'm not as cool, so
Or they just have better immune systems.
Or they just have, they're waiting on it. We'll see.
that's what I said so far.
Well, I didn't lick my hands before I shook everyone else's.
Unlike
No,
Chris.
it's you lick your hands after you shake their.
Ew,
Oh,
you guys
I
are
didn't do that
sick.
either.
But I've been giving everybody fist bumps for the last couple days. They go to shake my hand. I'm like, fist bump. You're a lot less likely to communicate any disease that way. Actually, hugs are even better than handshakes, from what I understand. And there's a really great video on the internet from the Canadian Health Authority that talks about don't sneeze into your elbow, sneeze into the back of your knee. And if you can't sneeze into the back of your own knee, sneeze into the back of someone else's knee. They'll thank you for it.
That.
It's hilarious. It's really funny.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Anyway, we did have our keto meetup on Saturday. I made biscuits and gravy, so I didn't even know that I liked biscuits and gravy because growing up, I never had it because my mom, she is a super taster when it comes to pepper and anything spicy. We never had biscuits and gravy when I was growing up. And I worked at Hardee's, which is now, well, depending on what part of the country you're in, is either Hardee's or Carl's Jr. They had biscuits and gravy. This was when I was in high school. And I was like, what the heck is this? This stuff is amazing. I still love biscuits and gravy, but it's difficult to make when you're on keto unless you are using the Amanda's Keto Chow drop biscuit recipe along with some keto gravy, which is simply you brown some sausage, maybe with some onions, maybe not, that's up to you. And then you pour a whole bunch of heavy cream in it. And I did not drain the sausage because I think the people that drain the sausage are a bunch of wimps. Even though I wasn't going to be eating it. Then you kind of bring it to a boil if you're going to be eating it immediately. In this case, because I was making it for the meetup, I just poured the heavy cream in there and then stuck it in the fridge and brought it to the warehouse. We put it on one of those chafing dish things and that heated it up just fine. And then the biscuits were there, and it looked fantastic. I didn't eat any of it. I also didn't eat any of the corned beef and cabbage. The cabbage which Stephen Hawley made with bacon fat. Next meetup, I will be eating regular food again, so that'll be good. I'm probably going to smoke a brisket because it's been a long time. But we had a lot of people who came to the meetup. I took a couple pictures and I went through and counted all the heads. By my calculation, we had somewhere between 38 and 41 people who attended. If this keeps up, we're going to have to move to a bigger place, which is going to be weird. I don't know where else we're going to go. We've been doing it here in the Keto Chow warehouse because we had the location. So, but yeah, and we do it here in Utah. It's not a sales meeting. I never talk about Keto Chow. I talked about keto. We actually had someone ask, she's like, I have problems getting breakfast, what should I do? And I didn't say, just have Keto Chow. I gave her a whole bunch of other suggestions. Then everybody else was like, maybe you should check out Keto Chow. And she's like, what's Keto Chow? And they're like, well, it's this meal replacement. She's like, wow, where do you get it from? They're like, Here? So I take that as a compliment, saying that yes, we are not doing a sales meeting at the meetup. We're doing it for the benefit of the community, just like the conference that Keto Chow isn't organizing. Miriam and Chris Bear are organizing as a benefit for the community. Anyway, so yeah, meetup should be good next time. And I'm staring right now. We have a keto bakery here in town that's been delivering stuff, and they just added Keto Chow as a drop-off location because they don't have a permanent storefront. That you'll order and they'll bring you stuff. This is Oh Hello Keto Bakery. They'll bring you stuff to a parking lot. It's totally not a drug deal. And then you pick it up and you've only got like a 30-minute window. Well, last week and this week again and probably going forward, Keto Chow is a pickup location, which is cool because normally people are like, oh, I can't get to the place and it sucks. And you guys are open until 5. It's great. And yet, yes, we do. And they're like, what is this place? I didn't know you were even here. It's like, yeah, here we are. And so we tell them about Keto Chow and we let them taste some. This week on sale, we've got the pumpkin spice caramel and the chocolate mint. So those are mixed up for people to try. And I won't be pouring it out because I don't want to get anybody sick. But they'll usually try some and they'll end up leaving with some. They didn't even know it existed and they're like, wow, that's amazing. Yes, it is. So anyway, that about sums it up for me for today. 3/4 of the way done. 38 pounds down. Bring it on. Miriam and I were talking about what the plan is going forward after the experiment is done. And I really think I'm going to do Keto Chow for most of my meals during the week and then once or twice a week have an amazing dinner with the family because that'll allow some flexibility and let's keep this going. Anyway, yeah, I will catch you all on day 77. Sweet. Anyway, see you later.